What's up, guys? I'm going to do my contest response for Michael, ARFALC77. You guys might know him. Been thinking a lot about this video, but I'm going to try to get right into it so it doesn't run too long. He wanted us to talk about our best real-life friends and YouTube friends. So here we go. Best real-life friend. Lot of options. Tough choice. I can't choose just one. Some shout outs to some runners up. My wife. Just hard to say best friend. Sorry, Alan. I know you said you're supposed to marry your best friend. Love her to death. Best friend. One of my best friends. Met me at what was still a very rough time in my life. Things had started getting better. I was still in rough shape. For some reason, saw something in me, stuck around, made me want to get things together. But also my brother, who we have been through a shitload together. I'll get to a little bit of that later. But yeah, when I moved back home, worked some shit jobs for a while. He got me a job where I'm working at now. Get to see him every day. Love working with him. Love him to death. Way up there. My buddy Kurt, who after I'd moved back home to this area from the St. Louis area, I'd always been good friends with him. Used to live real close to him. Friends in high school. And everything, a lot of the same interests. I lived with them after I moved back home. I lived with my mom and stepdad and a bunch of brothers and sisters for a while, but then we got an apartment together, lived together for, I want to say, got to be like 4 or 5 years. Really got to know him. Still go over to his house when I get a chance. Love doing that, hanging out. But best friend, I'm going to go with my buddy Nathan. Met him when I moved. Had met him a couple times at parties and different things, but really got to know him when I moved back home, when I was in that crappy time in my life. But it was me, him, 2 other real close friends that I'd known forever that hung out all the time, usually drinking a lot, but just had a blast. And as I got to know him more, it wasn't just hanging out with him while we were drinking, and I talked to him about a lot of things I didn't talk to. I hold stuff in and I hadn't talked to a whole lot of people about. And yeah, just always there. Listened, but he's just got the same sense of humor as I do. Will say anything. There's nothing off limits to get a laugh. And he was actually a cop, which is hilarious, in the small town that I'm from when I moved back. And that was just wrong, because there's no way he should have been a cop. I mean, if I was going through town, I wouldn't even know that he was on duty that night. And this one night I was going through town, I see siren, he turned the sirens on. I'm thinking I'm getting pulled over. I'm like, shit. I pull over to the side of the road, and he pulls behind me, walks up to the car, and he's just like, what are you doing? Pull over in the parking lot. We can't talk here. But yeah, just always doing something random for a laugh. Hilarious guy. Love him to death. He actually moved to Pennsylvania. He's gone now, but still get to talk quite a bit. Love that guy. I'm going to get on to YouTube friend. I'm not going to list everyone because I will undoubtedly forget someone. I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of tubers. Everyone that went and was there on the trip to Minnesota, going to Ryan and Neil's shop, Tyson, Gussie, Mike, Pete, all the guys there, Scott making the trips, hanging out with him. When I was working in Nebraska, having dinner with John, JWH 1969, Chiefs Camp with Squall. Everyone, I just already feel like I'm forgetting people. This Saturday, I'm meeting up with This Film Not Yet Rated Michael. We're going bowling. Everyone I've met, absolutely great people. Tons of people that I'm looking forward to meeting at Nationals and getting to know better. But #1 YouTube friend, I would have to say Dawkins311, Will. Me and him I can't speak for him, but I think hit it off. I love the guy. Great sense of humor, a lot of the same interests outside of just cards when it comes to playing Call of Duty, which I apologize I can't do anymore. I don't have internet at home. Poker, different things. A lot of the same interests, same sense of humor. Love busting his balls. He gives it right back. Hilarious guy. Talk to him about things outside of cards and community, and he's done the same. I mean, just love the guy. Will, I love you. You know that. But yeah, that's my best YouTube friend, in my opinion, although there's like, you know, a handful of guys that are right there and a lot of other people that I would love to be right there and get to know better. And in closing, I'm going to share something. I don't know, in my head it kind of relates and can relate to things going on. I can spin it in a positive way, maybe a message that isn't directed towards any single one person, but just in general. I had mentioned that I had my niece's birthday party Sunday, and I was up late thinking about this, and I couldn't get to sleep. When I got stuff on my mind just keeps going. I don't sleep. And what I want to share is, I wasn't even thinking about it. It's my stepsister. I consider all my stepbrothers and sisters full brothers and sisters. My mom had them. I don't think of any of them as step. But it is my stepsister's daughter that had the birthday party. We actually watch her on the weekends most of the time. But I didn't even think about it going out there, that he might be there. And nobody even mentioned to me that he was going to be there. But my first stepdad showed up after we had gotten there, and I was holding Audrey, my niece. And it's one of the things, me and my brother, just one of the things that we went through. He was very abusive. Loved to smack us around. Physically abusive, verbally abusive. Some of the shit that he did, I won't even go into detail. But yeah, made growing up very hard. I had seen him once. I was probably like 19 or so, maybe a little older than that. I came home one weekend and he was picking my two stepsisters from him up from my mom's house. And I remember seeing him in just so much anger, and oh, I wanted to lay into him. I'm bigger now, and I was then. I obviously didn't, and I've had that anger forever. But seeing him Sunday, he came up to me and was very nice, and that doesn't make me forget all the shit that happened. But it was a birthday party for my niece, and no reason to think anything else but happy thoughts. But he was talking to me, and I don't know. I don't know if he's really changed, but was very nice. Said he's proud of what me and Matt have been able to accomplish and the people we've become. Said Becca's always talking about us. And I don't know, I could just see it in his eyes that, I don't know, just the way he talked to me, would just kind of look over when I was playing with Audrey and stuff and smile. And just the look of, I don't know how to say it. It was just some closure to the situation, and it just got me thinking. It's like, if I can be civil, I'm not going to be inviting the guy out to dinner. But it's just kind of closure in that situation, and the anger kind of went away. Yeah, and if I can be civil with him, I don't know. I think we can all coexist on here, even if we don't like each other. And if anybody ever has questions, anything I do, the way I handle myself, things I do on here, feel free to PM me and just express your feelings. I will not hold it against you. I will feel the exact same way. Because if I can look at myself from the outside and go, wow, I didn't really think about that, they might people might, I'm not going to change who I am or act a different way, but it might just shed some light to me, like I could do a better job at this. Yeah, 10 minutes. I know it's supposed to be 5 minutes. I hope people still watch. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for the awesome contest, Michael. Peace.